Did Robyn Brown really lie to the judge in court? Well, the shocking truth is out, and it's more explosive than ever. In today's video, we're diving deep into the courtroom drama that could change everything. Janelle and Meri have now come forward with bombshell evidence that could prove Kody's been hiding some major truths. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss how this all unfolds. The sister-wives saga has always been filled with emotional turbulence, but now, legal trouble threatens to shake the foundation of the Brown family. From financial disputes to past custody battles and allegations of legal misconduct, Kody Brown and his former wives find themselves entangled in yet another controversy. What's the truth behind these courtroom battles, and how could they impact the future of sister wives? Let's dive into the details. Legal woes in the Brown family. Over the years, Kody Brown and his wives have faced a variety of legal challenges, ranging from financial disputes to their controversial polygamous lifestyle. Now, a new court case has emerged, sending shockwaves through the family. Reports indicate that legal action has been taken against Kody, possibly over financial mismanagement, breach of contract, or a fallout with one of his former wives. While specifics remain under wraps, speculation is running rampant. Financial disputes take center stage. It's no secret that money has been a major point of contention in the Brown family. With the purchase of Coyote Pass, mounting debt, and the division of assets following Christine, Janelle, and Meri's departure, legal intervention seemed inevitable. Could this court battle be tied to unresolved financial agreements, property ownership disputes, or even lawsuits over business dealings? Sources close to the family suggest that legal documents related to the family's finances could soon surface, exposing shocking details. Child custody and support concerns. Another major issue that could be fueling legal proceedings is child custody and financial support. While Kody has maintained strained relationships with many of his children, former wives like Janelle and Christine have hinted at their dissatisfaction with how responsibilities were handled. If legal action involves custody or child support disputes, it could have long-lasting ramifications for Kody's reputation and financial stability. Could this end sister wives? With these legal troubles looming, some fans fear this could be the final nail in the coffin for sister wives. TLC has remained silent on the matter, but if the Browns are caught in an ugly legal battle, the show's future could be in jeopardy. Will Kody and his wives settle their issues out of court, or is this the beginning of a legal war that could unravel everything they've built? The future of the Brown family. As details continue to emerge, one thing is clear: this is a defining moment for the sister wives family. Will Kody Brown and his former wives navigate this storm, or is the family headed for its biggest collapse yet? Fans are watching closely as this court drama unfolds, waiting to see how it all ends. Stay tuned for more updates. Tony Padrone, a name that has recently stirred up a whirlwind of discussion among sister wives fans, did not hold back when addressing his feelings about Meri Brown. The husband of Michael T. Brown made it crystal clear that he believes Meri is living in a delusion. His words have sparked intense debate across social media platforms, with many fans taking sides in this unexpected drama. The ongoing saga of the Brown family has always been a hotbed of emotions, betrayals, and shocking revelations. Over the years, viewers have witnessed the crumbling relationships within the plural marriage that once stood as an example of polygamous unity. However, as the walls came tumbling down around Kody Brown's marriages, each wife took a different approach to their newfound independence. Meri, who remained the longest despite clear signs of emotional abandonment, has been the subject of much scrutiny. Tony Padrone, who has been part of the Brown family through his marriage to Michael T., has watched the unraveling of these relationships up close. Unlike many of the other family members who have remained relatively neutral in public discussions, Tony has never been one to hold back his thoughts. His recent comments about Meri being delusional sent shockwaves through the sister wives fanbase, leaving many wondering what exactly prompted such a statement. For years, Meri Brown has been vocal about her struggles within the plural marriage. She was Kody's first wife and, for a time, held a special place in his heart. However, everything changed after her catfishing scandal, where she was deceived into an emotional affair with someone she believed to be a man but turned out to be a woman pretending to be someone else online. This incident led to a permanent rift between her and Kody, who saw it as an ultimate betrayal. Despite this, Meri held on, claiming that she was committed to the family and the principle of polygamy. Tony Padrone's issue with Meri seems to stem from this unwavering loyalty to a man who has made it abundantly clear that he no longer wants her. Kody Brown has repeatedly dismissed any possibility of rekindling their relationship, often speaking about her in a distant and almost disdainful manner. Despite the humiliation and public rejection, Meri continued to insist that she was part of the family. To Tony, and likely to many others observing from the outside, this seemed to be a delusional perspective. Tony has always been known for his blunt and sometimes controversial opinions. He has never shied away from expressing how he truly feels, even if it means ruffling a few feathers. His statement about Meri being delusional was not just a passing comment, it was a reflection of what many fans have been saying for years. Why would anyone continue to hold on to a relationship where they are clearly unwanted? Meri's stance on her marriage has often been viewed as puzzling. While Christine and Janelle found the strength to walk away and build new lives for themselves, Meri remained stagnant for the longest time. She frequently spoke about hope, faith, and commitment, but those words started to sound hollow as Kody continued to make it clear that he was not interested. Even Robyn, the wife who was once her close friend, did not advocate for her in any meaningful way. Tony's frustration with Meri likely comes from seeing how she portrays herself versus the reality that the audience sees. She often speaks about empowerment and finding herself, yet her actions have repeatedly shown that she clings to a past that no longer exists. To someone like Tony, who values directness and self-awareness, this behavior might come across as not just sad but outright delusional. Social media erupted after Tony's comments made their way online. Some fans applauded his honesty, saying that someone needed to finally tell Meri the truth without sugarcoating it. Others, however, felt that his remarks were uncalled for and lacked empathy. Regardless of where one stands, it's undeniable that Meri's continued attachment to the Brown family dynamic has baffled many people for years. Meri has recently started to make moves toward a new life. She officially announced her departure from Kody, but the damage to her reputation had already been done. Many believe that if she had left earlier, like Christine and Janelle, she could have spared herself years of public humiliation. Instead, she remained until it was beyond obvious that there was no longer a place for her in the Brown household. Tony Padrone's words may have been harsh, but they were reflective of what a large portion of Sister Wives viewers had been thinking. The idea of holding on to a marriage that no longer exists, of fighting for a place in a family that has moved on, does seem delusional to many. While Meri has every right to process her emotions in her own way, it's clear that those around her, like Tony, have lost patience with her perspective. The drama surrounding the Brown family never seems to end, and this latest controversy only adds fuel to the fire. Whether or not Meri takes Tony's words to heart remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, her journey of self-discovery is far from over. As she continues to navigate her post-Kody life, the world will be watching to see if she finally embraces reality or if she continues to live in the illusion of what once was. Meri's behavior over the years has puzzled even the most devoted fans of Sister Wives. She consistently spoke about loyalty and devotion, yet those qualities seemed to work against her rather than for her. Unlike Christine, who boldly stepped away from Kody and found happiness with David Woolley, Meri chose to stay, even when it was clear she was no longer wanted. Some argue that her loyalty wasn't necessarily to Kody but to the idea of the family she once had. However, Tony's comments suggest that he, like many others, sees a distinction between loyalty and self-deception. To him, Meri's persistence in clinging to a broken marriage looked less like commitment and more like an inability to accept reality. His perspective highlights a crucial question: when does hope turn into delusion? At what point does waiting for change become a refusal to see the truth? Tony's outspoken nature has earned him both admiration and criticism, but his stance on Meri has opened a broader discussion on emotional resilience and self-worth. Many believe that Meri's long journey of self-discovery has been unnecessarily prolonged by her inability to let go. If she had recognized earlier that she deserved more than Kody's indifference, perhaps she could have found happiness sooner. As the Brown family continues to evolve, one thing remains certain: there is never a shortage of drama. With Christine thriving in her new marriage, Janelle embracing her independence, and Robyn maintaining her position as Kody's only wife, Meri now stands at a crossroads. Whether she takes Tony's words as a wake-up call or dismisses them entirely remains to be seen. But for now, the debate over her choices and Tony's brutal honesty rages on among Sister Wives fans worldwide. Did Robyn Brown really lie to the judge in court? Well, the shocking truth is out, and it's more explosive than ever. In today's video, we're diving deep into the courtroom drama that could change everything. Janelle and Meri have now come forward with bombshell evidence that could prove Kody's been hiding some major truths. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss how this all unfolds. Robyn's big mess revealed. Hey Sister Wives fans, today we're going to talk about some bizarre stuff that popped up in the background of the TLC episode, stuff you can see that belongs to Kody Brown, Robyn Brown, and the others. We've seen some really weird things over the seasons. Sister Wives, intentional blunders or neglect. Maybe we weren't meant to see these things, or it could be things that were left out on display intentionally. You know, maybe Kody and the women staged it so fans would have something to talk about to keep them interested in seeing what's going on in their lives with him and Meri Brown, Robyn, and Christine Brown, because it's all about the ratings to keep the money coming in. Once Kody and the 4 women moved to Vegas, we got to see a lot more of their stuff spread out over 4 houses because they each had a bigger place. Then we saw even more of this once they moved to Flagstaff. In Las Vegas, you remember Robyn, Meri, Christine, and Janelle Brown each had a nice big house on the same cul-de-sac, making it easy for Kody to make his marital rounds. Some of the stranger things spotted by fans happened when they filmed in the Vegas homes of Robyn and Christine and the other brides. In case you didn't know, the production crew that works on Sister Wives, they go through and they make a sweep of the place that they're going to film before they roll cameras. They have to make sure that logos aren't showing on food or products that could cause copyright issues. They go and they do pre-checks at Janelle, Christine, Meri's, and Robyn's places. They don't just walk in the door with cameras and immediately start filming the moment they walk in. That's not how it works. There's all kinds of pre-production they go through. They remove photos of friends or family members who didn't sign consent to be seen on the show because they don't want to have to blur a bunch of stuff out. You will still see blurring where they miss some stuff, but basically most of the stuff that you see has been approved by production to appear in the scenes and obviously approved by Kody and whatever wife's home they were in when they were filming it, because they chose to leave it out. That means anything spotted is either an intentional choice to be on display or, I don't know, neglect. You know, or they didn't realize it would cause drama. Usually though, I feel like Kody and the wives are intentionally stirring drama for ratings, and Robyn's house in particular catches fans' eyes for things they've spotted in the background over the seasons, but all the wives have had little things caught on camera, stuff they may not want seen by viewers. Sister Wives' messy homes, Meri, Janelle, and Christine's clutter confessions. As a busy working from home sister wife, Meri's usually pretty organized, almost to a fault, and I think it helps she has only 1 kid, so there's not a tornado of messiness in her house. But in one episode, fans were quick to note, and I'm going to show you right here, that Kody's first wife had let a mess run wild in her kitchen just as they came in to film. I'm assuming Meri's kitchen isn't always this messy, but when it's caught that way, fans notice. Janelle has been one battling clutter for a while, but I will say in her defense, she has 6 kids with Kody, so it's no wonder things could get out of hand now and then and things pile up. Janelle's living room had a corner piled high with clutter, and heck, it might not have even been her stuff. It may just have been a pile of stuff that she was keeping for some of the kids because she has such a wide age range of kids. Kody's second wife also has been moving into increasingly smaller spaces over the years, but even when Janelle was in a bigger home, her bedroom wasn't safe from being a catch-all for clutter. But you know, we've all been there, right? Obviously, Janelle knew the cameras were coming, but maybe she had no other place to put the stuff, and that's why it's all sitting out in these pictures I'm showing you. Another Sister Wives scene of Janelle with Kody in her bedroom had fans laughing, and this time it wasn't clutter, it was something really interesting. TLC cameras caught a clump of blonde hair that was hanging on a dresser mirror in the background when Janelle and Kody were in her room. The debate among viewers was whether the blonde hairpiece was a wig for Janelle or a wig for Kody because the color kind of matched either of them, and it was in a bedroom they shared. Once Janelle moved into the RV, things got even more crowded, and it seemed to make things worse. She was stuck storing stuff everywhere, even on top of her little stove. But I'm sure in her new house all the way across the country far away from her ex-husband Kody, Janelle is going to be able to spread her wings and put her stuff out where she wants to. Then there's Christine. Before moving in with her new husband David Woolley, her place also seemed a little over full. That was more so in Flagstaff, but then again, she also had 6 kids with Kody, and you know, as a mom, you get stuck storing stuff like you are a U-Haul storage facility when you have grown kids. These days, when the TLC cameras are filming at Christine Woolley's new home as a new wife, it looks like pages from a magazine. Everything is in its place and immaculate, so maybe she gave back everything to her grown kids, or maybe she downsized, or maybe it was just getting rid of all of Kody's hair products that made some room. Back in the day though, you'd routinely see dishes in the sink and on the counters at Christine's place, and again, 6 kids. When a camera peeped into one of her kitchen cabinets with the door ajar, there was a whole bunch of stuff just kind of crammed in, and that suggests that maybe she just was shoving stuff in that she wanted to get out of sight before cameras rolled. I mean, that's got to be high stress, but it's not like Christine's third wife didn't know the TLC crew would be there. She probably had time to do a thorough cleaning. However, I'm glad she didn't always pick things up and put stuff away because Christine's house is the place where cameras caught the famous calendar in the background. They didn't cover it up or move it even though it was a fleeting scene. I'm going to show you of Kody standing with Christine in the kitchen. You could see a calendar on the wall, and fans thought this must be Kody's infamous intimacy schedule for his rotating bedroom duties, although that was never confirmed. Robyn's house, medication, clutter, and inhospitality. It is scenes of sister wives shot at Robyn's house that draw the most fan comments. I will say that across the board for the bulk of filming in Flagstaff, people that came to see Robyn or Kody weren't invited into the house. I remember that one day they were filming, this was before Meri had left, it was like 2 seasons ago maybe. It was a really cold icy day, and she left Meri shivering outside while they were filming. It was so cold that she asked Robyn to get her one of Kody's spare jackets to wear. That's not very hospitable.